5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is Mahdi Kavossi, a Dutch-Iranian immigrant who has his lips and eyes sewn together. He is one of the examples of marginalized people around the world who still struggle to have their voices heard. Who are the marginalized people? Marginalized people are those least powerful in a community hierarchy. In other words, marginalized people may also be referred as subaltern. They consist of the poorest classes, women, and tribal groups.
I know you're somewhere out there, somewhere far away. I want you back, I want you back. My neighbors think I'm crazy, but they don't understand. You're all I had, you're all I had. At night when the stars light up my room, I sit by myself, talking to the moon.
And a provocative debate is growing louder in France, home of Europe's largest growing Muslim population. If French women are free to sunbathe in the nude, is it all right for the country to ban Muslim women from covering themselves entirely, wearing their veils in public? A crackdown that would even affect Muslim tourists. But these bans are at the center of discussion tonight in the debate about whether the veil is religion or repression. Here's Lama Hassan.
It is a royal battle over how women can dress in the street. As more and more Muslims move into France, more and more the streets are filled with head coverings that range from this to the strictest version, which is this. Only today we learned that this woman was fined $30 for driving while wearing the more conservative veil. The charge? She was a safety risk because it hampered her vision. The veil, he says, makes it impossible for people to recognize their own wife. The French government says this is not about religion. After all, the Quran only says women should be modest, not that they have to hide every piece of bare skin while men wear what they want. French President Nicolas Sarkozy says, in effect, who are we kidding? The veil is used to oppress women. It is not a religious symbol, he says. It's a sign of enslavement. It will not be welcome in the French Republic. And France is not alone. The Netherlands and Belgium are debating a ban for security reasons and to ensure integration into society.
But there is real opposition to these bans. Some people argue that it will only drive a wedge further between Muslims and the West, inflaming the clash of cultures.
Some Muslim women say their fathers and husbands are not forcing them. It's what they want to do.
It's personal choice, and it's against freedom in every way.
And at the center of it all, a question. Does a country that gives women freedom to dress like this have the legal right to ban this? Everyone should be free to express themselves, she says, without having to consult a law. Lama Hassan, ABC News, London.
Now, let's look into the perspective of veil from the Western feminist views and from the Third World feminist views. According to Western views, they think that veiling is considered as backward and exotic. This also presents the Orient as seductive, as veiling arouses the desire to reveal what is lying behind it. Veiling is also viewed as exercise of practical power in a society. On the other hand, the Muslim women view veiling as a part of their identity. It is a symbol of global sisterhood of Muslims rather than practical sign. They see veiling as an act of solidarity with Muslim women all around the world.
32-year-old Hiba Ahmed believes that covering is a way to express her identity, not to erase it.
According to Western feminists, veiling exploits the women through practical power, as the Quran does not explicitly state that women should be veiled. Hence, this drives them to free women from exploitation.
But in the Quran, it doesn't say that women should cover their faces.
That's correct.
It says that they should dress modestly.
Exactly.
According to the third world feminist views, many independent and capable women are veiled. They do not see veiling as a symbol of practical power. Rather, it represents a resistance to the value of the West. It also governs their safety, as veiling provides a non-threatening image and allows women to gain greater freedom.
And for me personally, it was something that I believe brings me closer to God. It was my way of saying, you know what, this is my empowerment, this is my liberation, because so many times in society, and I think most women would agree with this, women are objectified, they're sexualized, they're used to sell product, their bodies, their worth is in their body.
In a nutshell, Western feminists have either ignored the third world feminists, or they might also want to recolonize them by imposing their own values. This is one of the prominent reasons why the third world feminists reject the Western feminist idea of feminism.